Hello agents, and welcome back to another Division video. Today I've got a very specific build video for you. This is my tank build that's for the boomer fight in the raid. I've just very recently put out a couple of videos actually, about the raid, but one in particular is where we hold boomer in place, consistently shock him so that you don't have to run him around from gun to gun. And you'll notice in that video I'm stood there with a shield, and I wanted to make a video to go through the build that I'm using, why I have made certain choices in that build. But by all means, if you think your tank build is better than this, or you can do it better, by all means try it out and let me know in the comments down below. So first of all, we'll go with the specialization, which you might think is a little strange from the off. But as we're using the really large shield, make sure you spec into your sidearm damage for an extra 15% damage there, because in doing that strategy, generally there's only myself, the gunner, and the person who is doing the trapping putting any kind of damage on boomer, because all other people will be making sure they deal with ads and they might not get chance during a down phase to put damage on boomer. So you want to be making sure you can put out as much damage as possible on him to get them 2 bars down. But so pistol damage, and then this is the other reason that I'm using firewall. Allies deal 10% damage to enemies that are within 10 meters of me, and obviously boomer is within 10 meters of me. It's multiplicative damage as well, which makes it the best kind of damage, and there isn't really any other benefit of running any other specialization for me that really tips it over the edge. And because I am stood in front of boomer with a shield, apart from the true Patriot benefits that I'm going to explain a little bit later on in this video, it gives the trapper that little bit of extra time, because as long as you stood at the correct radius, boomer will want to hit you rather than turn around and throw the grenade at the gunner. So it just opens that window a little bit and gives you a little bit of extra time to get the trap deployed. So that's why I'm running firewall from the get-go. These two guns don't actually matter. Just maybe in the initial ad clear phase when I'm waiting on the gun, I can help out a little bit. As you can see, I'm running 4-piece True Patriot. So we'll just go into the True Patriot so you can have a look. I'm spec'd into armor regeneration with these. Actually, I've got a replacement mask for this now with max armor, which I do need to put in. But we'll go over True Patriot now because it has a little bit of a change recently, so just in case people are not sure. So 2-piece gives us 30% ammo capacity, which makes no difference to us whatsoever. The 3-piece makes no difference again because we're not interested in magazine size. But what we are interested in is the buffing section for the 4-piece. Red, white and blue. Every 2 seconds, enemies you shoot receive a stacking debuff of red, white and blue, which most of us already know. Red, it amplifies the enemy's damage taken by 8%, therefore helping me again with what I was just talking about before, because there's only 3 of us hitting boomer generally. It helps give that extra damage. White, while shooting the enemy, repairs you and your allies, so if you are taking any stray shots from ads, you can actually get some heals as well. And blue, decreases the enemy's damage dealt by 8%. So if something does go wrong when you're doing the strat, because the timing is really tight when you're throwing that trap, that's going to be great. It's going to help me, you know, if I'm going to take a smack from that roundhouse, stay up and keep the fight going, get him around the other side and line him up again, ready to start again. Full flag, enemies that die under the effect of all 3 debuffs create a 5-meter explosion. He does that right at the end, because obviously by the time we kill him, he's under the effect of all 3, but again, not really useful in this scenario. We'll flick over to the backpack. We'll go over the True Patriot first. So what you'll notice is in here I've done armor and I've done armor regeneration again. I'll explain why I'm using armor regeneration in a second. Incoming repairs in the mod slot. But with the talent on the backpack, the Patriotic boost, it increases red, white and blue debuff strength. So red goes from 8 to 12, which is a good boost. White goes from 2 to 3 and blue goes from 8 to 12. Again, a pretty good boost. Definitely worth going at. Just to go back to the mask, as you can see, incoming repairs again in the mod slot is where that is important. So we'll go to the holster and you'll see a very similar theme. Armor with armor regeneration. And then we're going to go to the knee pads again, armor with armor regeneration. So yeah, it's just a mask that I need to swap out, but like I say, I have got a maxed out one. So now flicking over to the chest piece, you can see I'm using a points man, and there's a couple of reasons for this. One, it gives you a really nice brand set bonus at 5% total armor, so if you do take a smack from Boomer, you're much more likely to survive. Armor maxed out as much as you can, and armor regeneration are definitely the two that you're interested for attribute wise and core attribute. Incoming repairs in the mod slot, and perfect Vanguard, which is absolutely great because deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. So not only during that initial phase are you going to be able to grant bonus armor to all of your allies when they're dealing with adds, but you're also going to be invulnerable because chances are, when you're lining Boomer up, getting him ready to be shocked, he is going to hit you. And the shield being invulnerable just makes that whole section way easier. If you feel like you've got enough DPS, guys, while he is shocked, by all means take the shield off and put the shield back on and keep buffing the other players in the raid at the same time, your teammates, but that is totally up to you. I'll leave that up to you. I'm still pretty new to doing this, so I've not quite got there yet. So for the gloves, we are using the Motherly Love gloves. The reason we're using these is because the repair skills of the brand set bonus, which again I will explain in a few minutes. We get skill tier, which makes the healing a little bit better. We get 10% skill health for our shield, and our armor regeneration is pretty huge as well. And that's all the gear. Obviously, we're going to be using the shield for this because essentially we are a tank. And as you can see, it's at skill tier 6. It gets 120% active regeneration. It gets 400% shield health, which makes it absolutely insane. The holster regeneration doesn't make any difference to us this time around, but active regeneration is up at 178k, and the health is 14.7 million. So yeah, absolutely insane, absolutely insane. The cooldown, we should never be putting it away, we should never be being destroyed, because once Boomer is stuck in that trap phase, then he should be fine. But the reason we were talking about the incoming armor repairs and all them kind of things before is we're going to use the Restorer Hive. It's going to be sat at skill tier 1 because of the gloves. It gives us +3 extra repair charges, it gives us 20% extra healing, 20% extra range, and 70% extra health. So you just throw that away out of Boomer's range just in case he does get a swipe. Obviously you can help nearby allies with a bit of healing as well, and it's also going to be consistently healing you at all times as well. So therefore at that point you're pretty invulnerable even if you do manage to take a smack because timing goes wrong on the trap. So that's the reason we're doing that as well, just so that essentially we can try and buff our team and we can help with any other things at the same time, because all we're going to do is stand in place and put as much damage on him with the pistol as possible. So these running the true Patriot, running the Hive just effectively helps all round. So just before I end the video, we'll take a quick look at the mods and the stats. So in my shield we've got some extra shield health in one. We've got active regeneration in another. These two are both ideal. Just in case Boomer does get a hit at you, you've got some extra strength there. And I've got holstered regeneration in this one. It's the best I've got, so there's not much better I can do there right now. And then with the Hive, I've got some extra healing in one. We've got some duration in the other one because we want this effectively to throw this once, not have to move with Boomer, and basically heal for the entire fight. So it's going to make us heal for a duration of 62 seconds. Hopefully that would be long enough. If not, I'm sure it'd be very close. And then I've got some extra radius in there just to make sure my teammates get a bit of a heal from it as well if they need it when they're fighting them adds, because if adds do get out of control in this fight, because there's only 3 of us focusing on Boomer, it can very easily destroy the fight at that point and you have to start again. And if you're speed running and things like that with these kind of builds, that's not something that you are going to be wanting. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Do hit that subscribe button or do hit that bell notifications button so you get notified when I upload new videos. There's a lot of Division content coming to my channel right now. I will have another part to kind of this set of videos, I guess, for Boomer coming either today or tomorrow, and that will be the trap part of it, so you can see what build we use for the trap. So do stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's just a standard shield build. It's nothing particularly special, but obviously running the true Patriot does help teammates output that, just that bit of extra damage. So let me know what you think, guys. If you run something different when you do this, do let me know. I'm always very interested to see that. Check out my links in the description, guys. You've got the Discord link in there. You've got my Twitch link in there where you can find me streaming most days of the week over at twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. So do come and say hi over there as well. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.